Assalamualaikum to all of you. Okay, so for this week, you are cover two chapters or two topic, which is topic 5 and topic 6. But these slides, or I only concentrate on topic 5. Okay, and the other one organized or taken by other lecturer. Okay, so for this topic is about the not taking. Okay, topic 5 is about the not taking. So not taking means that how you take the lecture notes, because they have a systematic way to taking the notes from the lecturer or during the lecture session. Okay, maybe some of you know already know how to take the notes, but maybe also some of you do not know the systematic way, okay, to taking the lecture notes. Okay, so as overall, this topic introduce students to why they should take lecture notes. Okay, so it tell you why you need to take the lecture notes and how to take the lecture notes using an effective note-taking method. So here we can teach you how to use the effective method during the note-taking, and what to include in their notes and reviewing their notes. And also we tell you the main point that should include in the notes, and also how to review it. Okay, so this is our overview about this topic. Okay, so before we start, before we proceed, okay, so you need to do the activity 1 first. So the instructions is get the students to do activity 5.1, okay, page 116 from the Venn-Blacom. So this activity I has attached in the file, in another file, and I will attach together with this slide so you can refer it. Okay, and also they ask you to score their points and identify which category they belong to based on their scores. So you need to answer this activity first, and then you can categorize. Okay, you are stay in what category based on your scores. Okay, so a low score indicates that they need some help in not taking. So if you get the low score, means that you are not really understand or know the right way to take the notes. But if you get the high score, it shows that you are already using many good note-taking strategies. Means that you are very understand and very efficient in taking the notes. Okay, this is activity 5.1. So you need to answer it, and then you need to print it, and then you need to answer and scan it after that, and also compile in your e-portfolio. So in this topic, you have two activity. Okay, activity 5.1, and the other one is about you need to watch the video and use Kernel method to taking the notes, okay, based on the video. So I will explain later about the video. So this is the first activity in this topic. Okay, so after you answer the question, you need to calculate all the marks below, and then you need to you will know which category you stay, okay, based on your scores. So I hope you answer it by honestly. Okay. Okay, discussion on why take lecture notes. Okay, means that why you need to take the lecture notes. Okay, so the first reason is to promote active listening. Means that why we encourage you to take the notes, because we need you to listen carefully about the lecture. Okay, if you did not take the notes, means that maybe you are not listen actively. So when you focus on the listening, and then you can take the notes. That's why they say that notes taking is to promote your active listening. It encourages you to listen carefully what the lecturer or what the some people or especially lecturer lah, lecture and that time. Okay. Number 2, it provides an accurate record of information. Means that when you have a note taking, you have a record what you learn. Okay, so that this record are accurate because you can write any words during that lecture or any main point or important point during that lecture. So you have a good record or accurate record of information. Okay, third, provides an opportunity to interpret, condense, and organize information. So if you have a record, you have opportunity to interpret it or to have a detailed explanation about it. And also you can organize your information. Means that you can arrange the information, okay, from the most important to the low important. Okay, you can have the priority of the information. And the fourth one, it provides an opportunity for repetition of the material. Okay, means that you can use the record to repeat your learning or your study. Okay, for example, you have a notes. So if you have a test, you can read again, and read again. So means that you can repeat the material because you have a good record. Okay. And the last one, ultimately learning and practice effective strategies for how to take lecture notes, okay, to be a more successful student. So here we can teach you how to take a right method of lecture notes. Okay, maybe before this you know that how to write the notes, but maybe it is not the right way or it's not an efficient way. Okay, so this topic teach you how to take or how to use the right way or right method to take the lecture notes. Okay, so how to take lecture notes can be categorized into two. The first, you need to prepare before taking notes. So what is your preparation before taking notes? And also the next become an active listening. Okay, active listener. Okay, so how to take lecture notes, prepare before taking notes. So before we want to take the notes, we need to do this. Okay, the best way to prepare your note taking activity is to read the text assignment before class. Means that normally lecturer can tell that this week we can learn about this topic, and this topic. For example, I tell my student, okay, you need to prepare or you need to read the chapter 1 first before we start the lecture. So means that you need to read it before the class starts. Okay, maybe some of you said that, oh, I don't understand, I cannot I confused about this because we are not teaching yet. Okay, yes, it's true, you are not understand because I not teach you yet, but at least you has a overview of what the topic is. Okay, at least you have a early information about what we can study in this week or in this topic. So you need to read first before the class start. Okay, so by reading the text assignment before the lecture, it will allow you to build up some background of the topic. Okay, as I said just now, you have a overview of what the topic we will teach in this week or what are the content of the topic. Okay, at least you know the early information. Okay, and also you have some idea what the lecture is about. Maybe during your reading, you can come up with a certain idea, or you also can have a question to ask. Okay, at least during the class, you can ask the question before you have already read it. Okay, and third one, identify main ideas of the lecture and organize your note easier. Okay, maybe you are easier to find the main ideas during your reading. And also you can list down the ideas, and when the class is conducted, so you can detail it, the explanation. Okay, maybe you just list down the point, but when the lecturer explain or discuss, you can write down the explanation about that point. Okay, And the last one, be familiar with the key terms and names related to the topic. Okay, so when you read it first, maybe some terms, okay, you can be familiar when the lecturer lecturer says it in the class. Okay, for example, during the class, I said that, okay, management is the art of getting things to do something. Okay, you remember that, oh, I have read it just last night. So you remember the terms, okay, when the lecturer say it. Okay, as you walk into the lecture classroom, get ready to take notes. So you have already read, and then when you go to the classroom, okay, or when the lecture session is conducted, you just only take the notes. Okay, sitting in front of the classroom allow you to see and hear better. So this is a good advice. Okay, normally students didn't want to sit in front. Okay, they are sit from far away from the lecturer. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, so sitting in front is a good because you can see and hear it clearly. Okay, you will probably find that other interested and motivated students also tend to sit in the first few rows of the class. Okay, that is true. Okay, basically, the best students normally sit in front of the class. Okay, while waiting for class to begin, review and notes that you took during the last class meeting. Okay, you need to recall back, okay, what you have to study for the last class. Okay, become an active listener. How to become an active listener? Active listener means that you are listen carefully during the lecture. You are good listener. Okay, strategies for improving listening skills. Read the text assignment before the lecture to build background on the topic. Okay, as similar with the prepare before taking notes. Okay, it asks you to read first. Okay, before the class start to give you the background of the topic. Review your last set of notes before the lecture begins. Okay, maybe you can read the notes for the last class. Okay, just recall it. Okay, because sometimes the last class are related with this class, so they have continuing. Okay, sit in the lecturer's line of vision. Decide what you want to listen. Okay, focus your attention physically by sitting up and making eye contact with the speaker. Okay, so means that during the lecture, you need to pay 100% attention. Okay, and also you need to eye contact. Okay, eye contact is very important because sometimes we they have interruption or distortion during the listening, but when you see the movement of mouth of the lecturer, you can get what the words he or she talk about. Okay, focus your attention mentally by eliminating avoiding distractions. Okay, as I said just now, they have a lot of distractions during our listening or during our class. Okay, so you need to focus it. Listen with an open mind, setting aside your own bias, control your emotional responses. Okay, for example, maybe you angry for someone, so you need to control your emotion because you are studying now. Okay, you are in class now. Okay, listen to the main points and related details and take notes. Okay, normally during the lecture, they have a some point or main point that lecturer say, and you need to take it. Okay, you need to write it down. Okay, ask and answer the question. This is a good response from the students. Okay, when student ask, okay, it means that they understand or they not understand about something. Okay, but if student didn't ask any question, it doesn't mean that you understand. Some students, they are very shame. Okay, they are very shy. Okay, they are very shy to ask the questions. This is the problem. Okay, the main problem of the student. Okay, very shy. So you need to ask the questions. Okay, before, if you when you ask the question, it shows that the level of understanding of yours. Okay, so the lecturer can know either you understand, either you get the point or not. Okay, monitor your listening, check with lecturer or a classmate. Okay, if you are unsure of some of the information, this is very important. Okay, sometimes we are very confused about certain things, so you need to clear up it by asking the question or by discuss with the lecturer or the student that know about it. Okay, so this is the strategy how to become active listener or good listener. Okay, this is effective note-taking system. So the method use a name kernel. Okay, kernel is the name of the introducer. So kernel introduce the method how to take effective note. Okay, so effective note-taking. So you can see that it divide by 3 parts. Okay, the first one is notes. This is the section where you should take your notes during the course of the lecture. Okay, using bullet, sentence, shorthand, or etc. So this is the full sentence, notes. Cues is the main point. Okay, visual clues and other clues that jog your memory go here. Okay, fill this section in other class. Okay, for example, number 2, you write the main point, the simple words, and number 1, you explain the detail about that main point. And then number 3, you summarize all the notes yang you tulis dekat number 1 tadi. Okay, so this is method how to use effective note-taking system introduced by Kernel. So that's why the name of this method is the Kernel method. Okay. Okay, so this is the how they use the method. Okay, as I said just now, it divide by 3 sections or 3 parts. Okay, so kernel note-taking system explain what can be included in the student's notes. Okay, what we should write in this section, and discuss how to take notes for classes with which adopt other approaches about from the lecturer. Okay, what to include in your notes? Okay, you need to have heading. Always not all headings the main point that are made during a lecture. Okay, heading means the main point. And detail, okay, what you need to write in detail, or number 1 tadi notes to any facts or explanation that expand or explain the main points. Okay, that's why I said for number 2 you need to write a simple word which is main point, and number 1 you need to detail it. Okay, explain it detail. Okay, elaborate it briefly. Okay, definitions, word for word, especially if your lecturer repeats them several times. Okay, normally when it comes to the main point or important point, lecturer can repeat it several times. Means that that is the important point. Okay, enumerations or list of things they are discussed. Okay, example, you don't need to know all the details of each example, but you need to know to which general topic each example relates. Okay, you have a lot of example. You do not need to take all that example, but you need to choose or select the best one related to the topic. Okay, anything that is repeated and spelled out, okay, by the lecturer. Anything that is written on the whiteboard or on PowerPoint slide, you need to take it. Okay, write it. Okay, drawing charts or problems, they are written on the board. So all this can include under the number 1, which is notes. Okay, number 1 section. Okay, discussion classes. Some lecturers prefer the discussion format when teaching. Okay, some subjects it related with it have so many discussion. Okay, they have case study, they have tutorial, and so on. Okay, you can easily take notes on this discussion. Instead of writing down the main heading, write down the question that posed. Okay, then jot down the various points that are made during the discussion. So during that discussion, you can list down, okay, the main point, and also you can explain detail in the note section. Okay, so this is a video to show you how Kernel note-taking system is organized. So you can watch this video. This is not the activity yet, but it can give you the clear view about the Kernel note-taking method. Okay, how it organized or how it will do. Okay. Okay, this is the sample of Kernel notes. Okay, so you can see that for in your left hand side, okay, in your left hand side, you can see the main ideas or the main point. That is the section 2. Okay, number 2. Okay, so in your right hand side, okay, this is the notes. Okay, you can see that in your left hand side is the main point, in your right hand side, okay, is the description or the explanation about the main point. So you can see that how they write in the full sentence, okay, complete sentence. Okay, so when the reader read your kernel notes, okay, so they know that, oh, this is the main point, or this is the explanation about the main point. So they get the information, or they get the notes. Okay, and the below one is summary. Okay, authors I use many different elements. Okay, summary some sort like the conclusion. What you can conclude with this notes, okay, or with this topic, or with this information. So you can make the overall conclusion. So that's why they write that authors use many different elements, okay, to story or write a book, software elements. So because in the notes they analyze, okay, the characteristic, how author can use the method. So they summary in the section 3, or in the below of the notes, okay, for the summary parts. Okay, so this is another example. Okay, you can see the last one is about the formula. Okay, maybe for the science students, they have a lot of formula. Okay, so the left hand side, the main point, and the right hand side, the explanation within the formula. So the detailed explanation. And the below one is the summary or conclusion. Okay, so this is also the example. Okay, so you have activity 1 just now. Okay, at the beginning just now, 5.1. So that's the one activity, and the second one is you need to watch the video. Okay, get the students to listen to a lecture and try out the kernel note-taking methods. Okay, means that you need to watch the video. I will attach it. Okay, so you need to watch the video, and then using kernel note-taking method, you need to listen that video and take notes. Which is the main point? Where to put the main point? Where to put the explanation about the main point? Where to put the summary? So you need to do that. Okay, using the kernel note-taking method. Okay. So audio lectures are easily available online. Choose one that is related to your students' field of study. Alternatively, you can record your own lecture and get the students to listen to it. So I have recorded it, and also I have a video, and I will post it later on. Okay, example of website with audio lecture. So this is example lah. So saya use my own video. Okay. Okay, this is the video. Okay, you can watch it, okay, through this YouTube. Okay, and what you understand about this video, you need to use kernel note-taking method, okay, to take the notes. Okay, so I repeat again, or I show again the format of the kernel method note-taking. So remember that they have 3 sections. Okay, section 1 is about the detailed explanation. Section 2 is about the main point, and section 3 is below about the summaries or conclusion. Okay, so that's all for this topic. Okay, remember that you have 2 activities. Okay, the first one at the beginning, activity 5.1, and the second one you need to watch video and you need to take the notes using the kernel method note taking. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.